We're standing out front of the convention center here with the Optima Weistec build with the Rivian SUV. Incredible build these guys have put together. They're running the Camp King rooftop tent and the Camp King 270 awning. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up for these guys. But what an awesome build. We are beyond thrilled to be here. I'm with Mike from Weistec and here with the Optima build. So they've put together probably the two most interesting builds I've seen at SEMA here at 2022, which is obviously the two Rivians, the pickup truck and the SUV. So I've got Mike here. He's gonna run through what they've done on the build. And yeah, we're just really excited to hear about it. So
we are too. Yes. So we set out to do something different this year at SEMA, and with the way overlanding's going EV, the Rivian platform seemed like something perfect to do. So we have an R1S here, we have an R1T. Not only did we do some really cool things in the vehicles themselves and the accessories, but we built some pretty cool trailers, which we can look at as well.
Awesome.
And you've been of great help at Rhino Adventure Gear, helping us along the way. This is the first overlander project we ever put together, and so we were scratching our heads a lot thinking, what are we going to do here? And we're making that happen.
We can't be more excited to be involved with this build. As you said, the EV platform is definitely something that is going to be the future. It's already here. I think the Rivian truck is probably one of the most exciting EV platforms that we've got out here. And then with your guys' skill set in terms of fabrication, with the also utilizing the new Optima batteries, and kind of the idea of the extended range and the range anxiety that exists with all of us overlanders,
sure, exactly.
Right? You guys have addressed a lot of the really fun stuff. So yeah, maybe let's start with the truck and see what we've done here.
Let's take a look at it. So every electric vehicle, whether it's a Tesla, no matter what it is, has a high voltage pack, this one being 800 volts, and they have a low voltage pack, 12 volt, like your normal internal combustion car.
Yep.
So the 12 volt system runs your windows up and down, your seats, your alarm, and it runs the computer that monitors your high voltage side.
So that's like the regular 12 volt system we see in every kind of normal car today.
Battery, right? You go to AutoZone and buy lead acid. A Tesla has a lead acid battery when you buy it. So behind here in this Rivian, there's actually some lead acid batteries, but as of a couple days ago, Optima just released their new lithium power sports line. So we decided to do a cool little integration here to show those new Quad 30 lithiums integrated with the Switch Pros. That's running the lighting and a couple other things, lighting by Baja Designs, throughout both the SUV and the truck.
Awesome. So this is, how big is this, these two batteries put together? How many amp hour battery pack is that?
Those are 19 each.
Okay.
So it's made for a power sports application.
Yep.
For example, the new Razor Pro R, which we have in the other booth, has two of those, one underneath each front seat. So for what we're doing, this truck normally does DC to DC. It takes 800 volts and it brings it to 12 to run. So this is just helping that system not need to drain the big pack so much when we're running all these accessories.
Perfect. Then you've got it hooked up to the Switch Pros, running all that stuff,
and Switch Pros took care of us too. We're super happy with that.
Yeah, cool.
So as we move along the side, black Rhino wheels, BFG tires, went a little bit bigger than stock, kind of pushed the limits there on clearance.
Yep.
And then a derivative of Weistec just launching at SEMA show this year is DC, Direct Current Engineering, where we're specializing in the EV world. So the steps / rock sliders are one big thing. A lot of Rivian owners are really after that step. It's difficult, when they're in their high mode, it's difficult to get into.
So is that acting as more of a step as opposed to a rock slider, or a little bit of a hybrid? Or
it was engineered as a rock slider from a strength perspective. These are unibody vehicles, so it's not like we're going to a frame rail. But if you get underneath that and you put a level, that rock slider is not any more lower than the battery pack.
So you're losing no ground clearance on the ridiculously high clearance that this goes up to already. You get that obviously body protection, then you get the step, right?
Yep, all in one.
Yeah, so great for all you Rivian owners that are looking out.
We did a couple neat things, little 8 pillars, hood, ditch light, bracketry, running Baja Designs lights there.
Gotta have those, really nicely done.
The entire truck on this one, we actually did protective film. This is a 3M film that kind of gave that white a matte look, which kind of a neat look with a gloss topo logo over white. We kind of really like that. And then we're moving into the roof rack and bed rack side of things. We partnered with Overland Rough Racks, and we helped do a lot of that engineering in-house and manufacturing with Sam from Overland Rough Racks. Everything turned out great. The Rivian has a very unique OEM mounting solution for how the bed rail clicks in. So we came up with a pretty neat CNC solution. I think when you were at our shop, you saw that one day. We had 3D prints of it. But these are the production, and I mean, it's not going anywhere. So
this is solid. I think you guys and Sam over at Overland Rough Rack nailed it with this. It looks solid. It's got the right look. It's got good utility. You guys aren't using flimsy material here. We see that on some of these racks. Awesome. Yeah. Well done.
And that same tech kind of moved back in here into the bed rack. The same mounting solution. You can see this is all CNC parts. We have multiple switch pros. One here on the bedside, and then one also in the cab. They're mirrored. One that's the master. That's the slave. And we're carrying water and first aid kits. No gasoline needed on this rig. So we have the Rotopacks here.
No
but
yellow one either?
For other uses, we're going to put lithium on one of them.
Nice.
Yes. And then on this one we have
Darchi awning, right?
Darchi awning and the iCamper, which just helped us set up. So super stoked about that.
Which is a great platform, right, on the shorter bed. Use a rack system like this right over the bed of the truck. Keeps the tent relatively low profile, right? Obviously that tent's going to open up on the passenger side, and then this Darchi awning, which is a phenomenal awning, opening up to give you the full coverage here on the passenger side. So love this kind of setup, especially with using the tonneau cover. That's a big deal. Like, you can still keep all your Overland gear dust-free, watertight, things like that. So the application of it aesthetically looks good, but functionally is really effective as well.
Now kind of the one-off crazy thing that we decided to do. Everyone has range anxiety with these new electric vehicles. You leave the city, you get to the base of the mountain, and you're already at a battery pack. You have to turn around and go home. So we decided to build a range extender box. So pretty much we're calling it the Optima Power Station. There's 50 kilowatts of power from both the power system.
50 kilowatts.
50 kilowatts.
Holy smokes! All right.
So that's a lot of power.
that'll charge you.
So that'll run the wall box level 2 charger. That'll recharge the Rivian. It'll run. So we have a 50 amp buddy plug that if your buddy's got an RV or a Sprinter or whatever next to you, they want to plug in, they can do that. And then we have 110 volts that you can plug your microwave into.
So it's full mobile shore power.
Yep, exactly. Inductive stove, electric hot water heater, but everything electric.
Full electric. And does that give you roughly a full charge back?
It's about an 80% charge back. But you can also build this bigger. We decided to kind of have the best of both worlds in this build, where we wanted the kitchen, we wanted 50 gallons of water, which you can see in there, and we wanted batteries without getting too heavy. So if you wanted to recharge the Rivian 2 times, you could build a pack that could do that.
Got it. Yeah. So you guys decided to kind of take some of the space, still use it for what you would traditionally use a trailer for, right?
Exactly.
Right. So still functional with the water and some of the other things. And get an 80% recharge on the truck.
And normally you would never be killing the battery in the Rivian in one day anyways. You'd come home, you top it off, you cook dinner. We built at DC what we're calling
this is
1K in a box. This is 1 kilowatt of solar in a box that deploys very similar to a roof tent. We built it on some linear actuators here to kind of get it up and above and provide shade. And so 50 kilowatt of battery, 1 kilowatt. So if you have, say, 8 hours of sunlight a day, you're putting 8 back into your 50 a day. So that gives you an idea of this range extension we have. It's not, you're not going to stay out for indefinitely if you're charging the Rivian.
Right.
If you're cooking and running, charging your cell phone, it'll go forever.
Forever. All day.
You can see right here, we have 100, with our current consumption, we have 190 hours left remaining of battery power.
Yeah. Very, very, very slick. Got the Switch Pro again.
Switch Pros again.
Yeah, the Volta system. So
these
panels are Merlin panels, right?
These are Merlin panels.
Love our friends over at Merlin.
You can see how it kind of goes up and down here.
Yeah.
Depending on the wind condition or where you want the shade.
Yep. Just don't let your kids touch that. It'll go up and down all
No, we need to put a parental control in here.
Parental controls.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's built on a turtleback trailer.
Yes, the
which,
turtleback trailer.
as you know, is a great product.
Trailer, yeah.
If you want to come around here.
Let's come around the back here. Oh, there we
So
go.
everything's electric, Dometic, induction.
Inductions, yeah, that's crazy, right? So no propane, flips up out of the way, obviously incredibly low profile light. And
we got this to get, fold back in there, pretty low profile.
That's nice.
Hot water, cold water, sink, and everything.
Yep.
We haven't actually stocked this thing yet.
No.
So that's next.
That'll come. Yeah.
A little prep station.
Beautiful. Yep. So again, very functional in terms of use profile, right? I mean, I run a trailer, it doesn't look like this, but you're in the back, off cooking, prepping food, etc. Right? So it's really neat that you can get all that power still to come with you.
Yep.
And still have the trailer to be used as it probably originally was meant to be used, right? Yeah. So super slick. Yep. Really nicely done.
And so that's the truck and the large Optima power station.
Yes.
Then we have the R1S SUV, which is exciting, and a little bit different trailer over there.
Cool, let's check it out. Start up by here.
Yeah. So the R1S, slightly shorter wheelbase than the truck, so we have a different step on here with a shorter wheelbase. Again, we went with the very unique system we came up with for integrating into the OEM mounting point for the roof rack system with Overland Rough Racks. And then, of course, you guys helped us with the relationship with Camp Kings for their roof tint and awning, which are just amazing. You look at a couple different tints and you can really tell the quality difference.
Yeah, no, we're super excited that you guys went with that unit. I think, again, Sam and you guys did a really good job of integrating that rack, right? What's nice is, that's a good sized tent. You can leave a lot of gear in there. It's very robust, well built. It's sunk down nice and low to that Rivian roof, which is a testament to the way you guys designed that, right?
We got down from the extrusions. We have about a quarter inch in some places.
So there's not much room, right? Which is reducing that height profile. Aesthetically looks phenomenal. So
the idea here is because the air suspension on this can go up and down more than 6 inches.
Yeah.
You could slam this down with it all closed and get in some residential garages. So that was kind of a key factor.
Right.
If you want the best of both worlds.
Yep. Yeah, that's a great point, right? Depending on your garage profile, if you can lower that and still get that all up in there, it's amazing. And it looks, it's awesome, right? The Camp King tents up there, the 270 degree awning, that's no legs. It's a little windy today, or it was a little windy earlier today.
But it's stable.
It's super solid. Gives a good amount of shade. And again, it's that real world profile, right? You're working out of the back of your truck, you're hanging out here. Even at night, I think the awning creates that atmosphere, right? It just, you gravitate.
Even just here at SEMA.
Right.
Everyone we come underneath the tent and we start talking and hanging out. That's just a natural fine
there's
shade.
There's something
naturally.
about that, right? And I think that's great. So yeah, the SUV, we've seen a lot more trucks, I think, on the road, right?
The SUVs are just hitting the road.
Yeah.
And I actually really like it. We've been playing with the truck for a while, but now that the SUV's here, it's
slick. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
So this looks awesome. And I think you guys are heading out to a couple of different shows throughout the year, right?
We are. The next show is going to be in January. It's going to be CES here in Las Vegas.
Okay, so back here in Vegas at CES. So if you guys want to come out and see it, it'll be here then.
Overlanding at CES is kind of a new thing. So
we're mixing it up, and I like that. Yep.
And then after that, King of the Hammers is a big one.
Yep.
We have Moab and a couple other events.
Yeah.
Depending on the situation, we're going to try to get down and do some score races as well, chasing. Set up camp along the way. Yeah. So really looking forward to it.
It's going to be amazing.
And then the other special thing about this.
Let's get back
is
here.
the Turtleback utility trailer.
Yeah.
So normally if you see this from Turtleback, the deck doesn't stop here. The deck stops about here internally.
Yep.
We built the exact same battery system we have from with the Volta battery cell, 50 kilowatt hour inside of this. On top we have 2 Cake electric motorcycles.
Incredible.
These are really cool, Olin shocks, just ready out of the box.
Out of control, yeah.
And then we have 2 Turbo Levo specialized e-bikes.
Yep.
The back of this can charge those bikes and
Right.
I forget the math on it, but you can recharge these things like 10 or 15 times before it even, all of them together. We have a lot of power in this box. So it depends on what you're into. If you're into taking your bike out there, or if you're into just static camping, kind of a solution for everyone. The other neat thing about this is that this could forklift into a bed of a truck. It could forklift into the SUV with the seats down.
So that module that you guys have put into this trailer, you're telling me comes out as a
comes
unit.
out and it's modular, depending on what you want to do.
Fantastic.
So it can go in the bed of the Rivian, the truck. It can go in the SUV. That's not what we designed it to do. It's something
but it is possible as an extension. Yeah, that's great. And you've got the rig, their new rack system.
Oh yeah, the rigged racks. Yeah,
which are sweet.
Luke took care of us over there. We were super happy with those. These are just these are like first production run. So we're happy to get those.
They make great products. So that's a natural fit in here. Phenomenal. Well, Mike, we really appreciate all the hard work. I know you guys had a real tight deadline getting this all done. A couple late phone calls at night. These guys are incredible. Really,
I woke you up putting your kids to bed.
Yes,
right. It was that late.
My kid, they're always going.
I've been there too.
But really excited to be part of it, and it just turned out great.
Yeah.
So, thanks so much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet. Okay.